Fair enough, Sisu. Fair enough. Alright, now Sarah can use Mystic Shield. And Huxley can heal Ash, because heal spells have longer range. Welcome back, Denim. To be honest, though, I'm not sure how much difference Mystic Shield actually makes. Units still seem to take the same amount of damage regardless of... whether or not they have that buff. Alright, yeah, I think maybe better that we send Diego to get the one on the left. I don't think there are any hidden items on this map. I think it's just the 2 treasure chests. Oh, alright. He didn't even want Ash, he just went straight for Diego. Very well, then. In that case, I guess we can move Grog over here. Because I think when Lena raises the next path, it's going to be on this side. And if we're going to have Grog serving as the advanced troop... Rise again from your ancient slumber, Nunat Nunquam. Not good, Lurking Bones. Flames of Judgment was... God, I could show it to you sometime if you want. I might even be able... Well, depending on how much time we have, if you want to take a quick look at it, I could give you a quick look at it when I'm done with this game for the day, if people don't mind sticking around. It won't be for long. It'll really just be for 5 or 10 minutes to give everyone an idea of what it looks like, but, Bullet Bill Man, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. Really appreciate your support, Bullet Bill Man. And, hello, I Call Chisel. Welcome. Hello, Noah Bad. Welcome as well. Well, Dr. Proctor, I'm running it with a little bit of, just basic anti-aliasing to make the sprites look a little bit newer and nicer, but apart from that, this is just the original PS1 version. Hey, Mel! Alright, I think Kira should be able to reach him. Yes, she can. Hey, Astrocat! Okay, good. Sure hope it's not another blasted mimic. No? Oh, it's another golden axe. Which does us absolutely no good at all. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Oh, actually, maybe not, because those guys will try to stay away from Grog. And really from everyone. I know, right, Noah Bad? Unfortunately, the Gold Axe has an attack power of 0 in this game. It's really just meant to sell. It just has a high monetary value. Well, I do not need I do not need those... those archers killing themselves by hitting my archers. Oh, no, we're good. Grog actually can reach it. Oh, it's another worm fang. We could have just come here to get it. Oh, damn it all. Actually, Diego can go over here. Alright, I think that'll do it. Yeah, Clint, it would be an incredibly impractical... Any kind of weapon made out of pure gold would be incredibly impractical. Not to mention that besides the weight and all of the other impractical factors about it, gold is really too soft in its pure form to be any use as a weapon. Oh, well, yeah, Clint, that's exactly the point, but at that point, you might as well just make your gold into a gigantic club and bludgeon somebody to death, where it isn't important that you have a sharp edge. Yeah, there's a long list of reasons why having weapons made of gold is a terrible idea. Oh, that's right! It doesn't even matter if we kill all the enemies on this map, because in order for it to be considered a win, Lena has to make it to the temple. Freaking whoops. Yeah, Astrocat, metals typically become far stronger when you mix them with other metals. They don't even need to be mixed with a large amount of other metals. Usually alloys that use things like vanadium and carbon and whatnot, they only incorporate like less than 1% of those alloying agents. It doesn't take much. No, Clint, I actually didn't touch the description of that weapon. I mainly focused on the weapons that had descriptions that were like half a sentence long. No, Clint, not that were Japanese. I focused on the ones that were lacking in quantity, really. Half tungsten and half gold. I don't think that's a very effective alloy, Noah Bad. There it is. So this is Vandal Heart. Lena, it's up to you to unseal the sword. I'll try. Go no further. How the hell did you even get in here? It's Zeno. I took a chance at following you. I had no idea that you would find a relic of this magnitude. The fabled Vandal Heart, Sword of Destruction. Zeno, don't get any foolish ideas. Ha, even you can't stop me now, Zohar. I've discovered the secrets of phase magic. Dimension Hole. He summoned a space-time rift by himself. Hey, maybe somebody should attack him now, instead of just standing there like a bunch of idiots. Maybe someone could take the opportunity to just shoot him. But no, why would we do a smart thing like that? Also, why would we leave a nice clear corridor between him and Lena? Oh no, we never could have predicted this. Lena! Eleni, no! Lena! Eleni, help! Your last chance is gone! This kind of shit, Clint, is why I correct item descriptions. Stuff like this. See you at the apocalypse, ah ha ha ha! Wah, 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 wah. Now what are we gonna do? Shit! Says Diego. Sealed for eternity. That's not true. Huh? I just remembered. The truth is, I'm a convenient plot MacGuffin because I am Lena. Lena is Eleni is me. Eleni, are you well? Sit down and rest. I'm fine, Ash. It's just that I know who I am now. Everyone, Lena's fine. She came out of the rift 18 years in the past. She'll wander around a little bit, but soon she'll be found by Magnus. So you mean that... Yeah, Lena is myself from the past. I sure hope Zeno doesn't come back and launch another bullshit portal at me. Don't give up hope. As the last Biruni mage, I can break this seal. Isn't that great? Soul Sword, make with us a contract of blood. Morichiri te salutamus. Franz was Marcus the whole time. There it is, Noabad. That's the truth I never thought anyone would discover. Hello, Insane Bob. Well, Clint, all I can say is I tried. I didn't want to overstep my bounds, you know? I didn't want to just show up and be like, hey man, great game. What if I were to just tell you everything you did was wrong? 'Cause then what kind of asshole would I be? Ash, take the sword. Okay, Red. Yay, we got Vandal Heart. My entire body, it's flowing with energy. So this is Vandal Heart. Time to go shove it so far up Kane's ass he'll be able to watch it beat the crap out of him.
Having acquired the great sword, Vandal Heart, the only power which can resist the flames of judgment, Ash and his friends set off for the city of Shumeria to take their part in the Liberation Army's final assault. At the same time, Dolph, who had been secretly hiding his true ambition for years, saw the chaos after the death of Emperor Hell as his great chance to grasp the reins of power.
All right, Clint, you got me. That sure is a face, isn't it, Clint? It's a face, all right. Chapter 6, A Fool's Epitaph. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. actually, that's a stupid joke. Nobody laugh at that. Okay, I guess we're just in some random town now. That's great. Guess we'd better... We'd better sell the... Oh yeah. We'd better sell the great sword and the gold axe. And I forgot that now we have the rune bow from Sabina. Well, Clint, you were probably the only one who laughed at that then. Alright, item... Whoops, I mean, weapon. Rune bow. And I guess probably... Holy hell, that's a step up, isn't it? We'll give it to Kira. Okay, I think now that we're in Chapter 6, we can finally upgrade our equipment again. We most certainly can. Look at this, and it even says Master Sword! I'm not gonna play Saria's song again, though. Shut up. Right. Great bow. And Darius needs one as well. Okay. Arc staff, for what good that does, really. Zohar, Sarah... Oh, wow. I somehow never upgraded Sarah's weapon. Or Huxley's. Jeez. Okay, Okay. Right. The Great Axe can go to Grog. And is the Halberd actually better than the Dragonlance? It is not. No, Wingless, I'm not sure. Dragon Helm. Alright, that seems legit. I'll keep all the unique stuff. There's no point, really. Okay, then I guess... Man, the Rune Crown is such a weird piece of equipment. It's just a crown! Why would we go around wearing crowns? Alright, and... Oh yeah, Kevlar armor! That's fine. Clint, I'm glad somebody else remembers Dragonlance. Interesting as well that the archers can wear this Kevlar armor. Alright. Yeah, Clockwork, I never had really any exposure to Dragonlance until I picked up the NES game at a tag sale. That was the first I'd ever heard of it. Wow! Wow, chat's getting spicy. That's a lot of spice in chat. Okay, good. Now we can buy Holy H2O. Alright. We are just going to fill everybody's inventory with that. Just stuff it in. Sure is a good thing I saved up all my money from those battles, 'cause these healing items, they ain't cheap. Oh, I banned him, Denim. He was being a pain in the ass. Alright, blast it, not the shop. I think I need to go to the tavern. I think now that I have the other 5 prisms, there's a guy at the tavern who will just give me the last key. I think it's the weird man.
The Empire is finished. Emperor Hell's death with the final nail in the coffin, no pun intended. Look at me, I make the funny jokes that makes the people laugh. What? Now everyone's rushing to line up on the side of the rebels.
I don't know why I read his lines in that voice. The Imperial Army has fallen to pieces all over the country, but the Crimson Guard still strikes fear into the hearts of their foes. Now everyone's screaming for a revolution, but they say that a country always gets the leaders it deserves, don't they? Geez, Clockwork, that's still plenty of reading. Huh? Do I know you, stranger? Thou art the Hero Eternal, the holder of the 5 prisms. Take the final key, O Great One. And he just handed me the Key of Heaven. Great, well that's going to be a fun gate to unlock. I don't know, Mel Brooks. Mr. Ranger isn't gonna like this. Alright, let's go do the final trial. And actually, it occurs to me, now that we've done we've got access to the final trial. There we go. Alright, save. Let's go get that trial out of there. This is actually a slightly disturbing trial because... blast it, I went to the shop again. It's a slightly disturbing trial because all of the enemies in this trial are the zombies of bosses we've already killed. So if we go to leave... Yes, let's henshin. There we are. And for some reason, there are clones of them. This is basically, I think, just the developer's idea of a stairway to heaven. Because look, there are a bunch of Kurtzes, a bunch of Dallases, some Dark Mages for no apparent reason, some Sabinas, a couple of evil statues to guarantee that we don't have to end the battle so we can get the final prism. And on top of that, if you look closely at their character portraits, they actually have different character portraits here. You can see that they're all undead, that they're all basically just zombies. And if we look at Dallas, he's got blood, like dried blood all over his face, and his eyes are all rolled up, and he's like... And Kurtz is all speckled with blood, and I think with Lando it's the most apparent. Yeah, see, his face mask is all torn up. They are super, super zombies. Yeah, it's weird. And then Dumas as well. Although he doesn't look much different because he was already super ugly to begin with, but... And then Zoot is just... Zoot dead. Alright, so what we are going to do before absolutely anything else is we're going to have our archers move up. Ah, damn it! Didn't mean to... Well, and of course I can't reach. Alright, have a good one, Mel. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Get out of here, Zoot. Yeah, Charlie, peer pressure works wonders, doesn't it? Well, this is going to be a fun one. Alright, now, what I'm going to do here is we're going to do an in-battle save, because I'm pretty sure that if I level Ash up now, the enemies will not instantly level up with him. Get out of here, Zoot. But we're gonna find out. There we are. Now the question is... No, it did not in fact instantly level them up. Good. Hey, Kuyamo! Alright. Dumas can get out of here. Ah. That's some hell of a lunch, Chrono XGP. Alright, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have 2 duelists and 2 archers sort of work their way up and just sweep the whole stairway. Yeah, no bad. This game got an M rating when it came out in America. For no reason other than the blood. Because back then, that was what passed for content that was inappropriate for children. There goes a Kurtz and a couple of Dallases. Yeah, and he's gonna need one even more in a minute or two, Clint. There we go. Okay, yep, that can get them all. Ishida, you just have to fight your way through all of the enemies. And get to the very end, because the 2 evil statues at the end won't move. So they're there to help prevent the battle from ending prematurely. Oh, nice, Noabad. Have fun. Also, Noabad, since when do you have grandkids? You didn't tell me you had grandkids. Oh, okay then, Noabad, carry on. I'm sure that's legit and totally above board. That's correct, Basil. This is the final trial. Alright, so if we just move this little group up, we've got 2 melee units out front to tank, and 2 archers in back for ranged damage. I don't need to take a healer with me, Ishida. My healers can heal anywhere on the map now. They have a healing spell that will affect all my units regardless of where they are. Actually... Ah, damn it. Alright, Alright then. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The archers are going to have a bit of trouble keeping up with the duelists, though, it looks like, which is a slight annoyance, but we'll manage. That's correct, Basil. The weapon that Ash has? Yeah, that's the Vandal Heart. We just got it. But we're about to get a better one as soon as we're done with this trial. Yeah, Clint, I've been having that happen to me when I've watched a couple of other people's streams lately as well. That's something on Twitch's end. Yeah, Ishida, that's one... It's a nice little detail that I really appreciate about this game, as goofy as it is, that when your archers have to aim at somebody on a different elevation than they are, they actually dynamically angle their weapon in order to shoot the arrow at the correct trajectory to hit their target. Well, Jin, I think the game calls it the Reforged Vandal Heart. No, definitely not just you, Mikers. I was hanging out in Pat's stream before he left for RTX, and it happened to me a bunch of times then, when he was wrapping up Shadowbringers. So it is absolutely not you. Alright. Well, I think this is going to be a pretty clean sweep, but anything can happen. The biggest problem is going to be Kurtz, because he is the only one here, other than the Dark Mages, who has an attack spell, and his attack spell is quite nasty. The Dark Mages also have some pretty nasty attack spells, so I will have to be careful of them. That's why I brought my archers, because we're going to have to get rid of the mages from a safe distance if we can. And actually, I think maybe... Yeah, we have the archers move up all the way. Because no one's going to be hitting them at close range on the next turn. Okay, I guess nobody wants to do anything. That's fine. Yeah, Denim, you should, and if you haven't already, I implore that you please do so. Like right now. Have a good lunch, Denim. Alright, we'll move these guys up. There's no sense in dragging everyone all the way back here, when all we really need is these 4. Oh, nice, Sugar Crow. What kind of cheese did you get? There we are. And I'm gonna do an in-battle save now, just in case. Wow, they do not want to do anything, do they? I don't think I've ever seen this happen before, where they just stand there and wait for me to come over and slaughter them. Well, we'll move up. And hopefully this will bait them a little bit. We're going to need to deal with the ranged attackers first if we can reach, but of course, we bloody can't reach. Oh, very nice, Sugar Crow. I never was fond of goat cheese. I'm not 100% sure why, it has such a strong, off-putting flavor. Like, I don't know quite what it is about it, but I never liked it. My mother adores it, though. Which I think probably comes from her Ukrainian roots. Because that whole side of the family loved it in the old country. Yeah, Sugar Crow, I think so. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, well, I guess Dolan could use some healing. Well, you know what? Actually, no. We can be smart about this. Oh, come on! I don't know about that, Podlish. I would beg to differ, frankly. Okay, these mages need to go. I've had some very strong goat cheese in Germany before. Granted, we're not too big on goat cheese here, but some of the neighboring countries, particularly Italy, and especially if you go a little further east, some of the Slavic countries, they really love their goat cheese. Yeah, Sugar Crow, I've seen those before. The prepackaged ones. They have stuff like that at Al Natura as well, Sugar Crow. Of course, it's gonna cost your firstborn child if you buy it there, but... Oh, have you, Podlesh? Yeah, if you're gonna get authentic goat cheese, it's probably best to get it from either an Italian or a Greek or like a Slavic merchant, because they're the ones who seem to have the best goat cheese. But no matter how good it is, I still just can't get used to it. Do you, Jin? I'm surprised to hear that. Okay, Dallin will be fine. Hello, Circular! Alright. Oh, for goodness sake! A statue blocked my attack. A bloody statue. Now, as long as we don't stand next to the statue, we should be okay. And Dallin should be able to take one more hit from the piercing light spell the statue is going to cast. That's not going to be a threat, I don't think. Oh, okay, Circular. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, we're fine. Alright. Finally, the last trial is done. The Heaven Prism is ours. And it is time. It is time to go upgrade Ash's class. Sugar Crow, my favorite kind of cheese? God, I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know that I could really even pin down a single kind of cheese. I like all kinds of cheese. It's just... there are a few kinds that I don't, Well done, you survived the trial. You have returned with one of the prism... Oh, Clint, I guess you already know what the Vandalier class looks like then. I don't know. I mean, it is kind of dorky, but when I was a kid, I thought it was cool. Alright, dojo. So, advance. Ash can advance to the following classes. Vandalier. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, Sugar Crow. What did he eat? What did he eat? Just bread all the time? Erevan, thank you so much for stopping in. Great to see you. I really appreciate that. There we go. Vandalier. I tell you what, this class... Here are weapons and armor to match your new skills. Your old possessions will be sent to the dump because you'll never need them again! It's a bit of a different look, isn't it, Wingless? And his animations are even crazier. He's basically just a mage knight at this point. Alright, we can sell the Dragoon Helm, which I shouldn't have bought in the first bloody place. Which was foolish of me. And we'll check out his equipment. He's got the Vandal Heart, the Vandal Helm, and the Vandal Armor. But you can see that when we hover over the Vandal Heart, its item description is Reforged Vandal Heart. Also, why that... Actually, and we don't even need the Iron Boot anymore. Because Ash, due to the power of the Reforged Vandal Heart, he's able to use any item or spell in the game. Hey, Panliska, welcome! So now he's got crazy attack and defense. He will block pretty much all attacks. Fantasy Race, Panliska. Honestly, Panliska, I don't have a preference. I tend to prefer the more... the more unusual ones in general, the more... because I find them more interesting than just humans. But... overall, I don't have a very strong preference for one over the rest. Ishida, the green gem on the helmet appears to act as an eye. I think the implication is that it's supposed to give him, second sight or something, because he can now solo entire battles. Like, if we send him in on his own, he will block almost every attack that gets thrown at him. Like, look at his agility compared to everybody else's. 375 agility, which is the stat that determines how often you block. Everyone else is 149, 157, 180, 195, 112, 149, etc. Not Ash, no! That's pretty much what it is, Clint. It's pretty much just an orbital frame. Panliska, what are you talking about? I've never played any games called Dark Nova. Fair enough, Ishida, but just wait till you see the kind of stupidity that Ash is capable of once you've advanced him to this class. Panliska, I also don't remember any squirrel people in any game that I've ever played. Well, I mean, I guess there's Star Ocean 3. But I have a feeling that's probably not the game you're referring to. Well, Ovan, because ordinarily, if you were at the levels the game expects you to be at this point, you're still not going to be able to solo the whole game with just Ash, even if he is a Vandalier. But I've gone out of my way to level my party up a lot, like nearly to max. I think max level in this game is 49. And... oh, Legend of Mana. Panliska. Squirrel people. The only things I can think of you might be talking about are either the Chobin Hoods or... or what? I think that... yeah, but Raybites are just regular enemies, Erevan. They're not non-human, like... anthro races. Alright, I don't think Weirdo is going to have anything else to say here, but... At last, my journey is finally over. Oh, okay, well, enjoy, I guess. Leave town. Oh, the golems! In Legend of Mana Panliska. You're talking about the golems, I suspect, where you build them, you build the body out of equipment, and then you build logic blocks out of other equipment? Okay, yeah, but I don't know if those actually count as another race. Because they're constructs, really. Oh, and also, let's just take a minute to point out that we were in Glasgow City. So apparently we've moved from Mesopotamia to Scotland. God, every time I think of Scotland, all I can think of is the bit on Top Gear where they're in the main studio at the airfield, and Jeremy Clarkson goes, "Are there any Glaswegians here?" And some poor sod raises his hand, and Clarkson says, "Say burglar alarm." And the Glaswegian guy goes, "Better glitter, letter, 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 letter." Oh, thanks, Clint. I've been practicing. I totally haven't. Lando, Dallas, Kurtz, Sabina, and Father, lend me your power. Master Kane, Ash and his men are here. So it's finally time. There's no need for further bloodshed. I'm not even sure who the real enemy is now. Are you referring to Dolph, perhaps? That's got nothing to do with what's between you and I. I promised I would kill you with my own hands, and I will. Let's see if you can do that. Well, Ash sure changed his tune quickly. Right, Noah Bad, we're here to spread peace. And freedom and democracy. That's what we're here to do. Alright, so... I think there's one treasure on this map, and I believe it's this manhole right over here. I don't really see too much difference in the art style, Clint, unless you're talking about his character portrait. Oh, you're talking about the character portrait, then. Yeah, it might just be because this is drawn in a full frontal perspective, though, Clint. Because most of the other character portraits are drawn from an angle, like from a 20 or 30 degree frontal angle. And it might just be that the chin shows up a little bit better because it has to, the way his portrait is angled. Because if you look at literally every other character portrait, they're all facing slightly off to the side. It's only Kane. And then if we go over to our team, it's the same way. Like, they're all facing one direction or the other. I don't think a single... Well... I don't know if you count that little goatee on Darius as a chin, but... Oh, wait, no! Clint has a chin! Mr. Square-Jawed Arnold Schwarzenegger man over here. He's got a chin. In fact, his entire face is like the cowcatcher on a steam locomotive. Woo woo! The Clint train is coming! But yeah, pretty much everybody else is drawn from a perspective where either their equipment covers their chin, or... Sarah's got a bit of a chin. As does Diego. But other than that, yeah, and I guess Kira does. Anyway, it is time for a demonstration of just how stupid the Vandalier class is. We go to magic. Oh look, he has all the sorcerer spells. Oh look, there's a whole nother page. Oh look, he has all the healer spells. Oh look, he has all the monk/ninja spells. Oh look, he has all the enemy spells. Oh look, he has all the items. All of them. And for some reason, Harmful Wave and Evil Stream are in here, mixed in with the items. Yes, Basil, he can use the items like spells. I think they cost him like 2 MP to use an item. But the thing is, because he has access to the Life Orb, what you can do is, because the Life Orb fully restores all HP and MP, you can just have him use Plasma Wave, which is actually Kane's spell, which Kane doesn't even have yet. He's about to gain it, but Plasma Wave hits everyone on the entire map, every enemy. It has unlimited range, and it does a very substantial amount of damage. And it does cost MP, but Ash can just eat a Life Orb and restore it. Yeah, well, I wasn't, Jin. Oh, actually... the Plasma Wave is only... 15 MP. Okay, well, we don't even have to restore it yet. What we are going to do then is... we're going to make Mr. Healer Man go bye-bye. You know what? We are also going to make Mr. Mage Man go bye-bye. And while we're here, we might as well get in one last hurrah with the sorcerers, because I don't think we're going to have much use for them after this. Well, the thing is, Wingless, the power that Ash now has, and look at his shield now. His shield is literally him holding out his hand and creating an energy barrier. That is Ash's shield now. The idea behind Vandalier is that the Vandalier class wields the power of Toroa, who was literally a messenger of God. And as bad as Vandalheart's Flame of Judgment was, the one interesting thing that came out of that game is that you actually got to play as Toroa for one battle at the very end, and you got to see how basically stupidly powerful he was. Yeah, Clint, exactly. Well, Basil, Ash himself isn't a messenger of God, but by completing the trials and gathering up all of the prisms, which each contain a fragment of Toroa's soul, Ash becomes able to turn into the Vandalier, which is basically a... it's basically Toroa's power turned into equipment. Most of which is the sword. Because the sword is what Toroa is equipped with when you play as him during the last battle at the end of Flames of Judgment. Which is, it's a miserably long and unnecessarily tedious battle, but the basic gist of it is that you play only as Toroa, all of your other party members don't participate, and Toroa has to fight wave after wave of respawning enemies, as well as a main boss himself. Alright. Well, I think we just turn over. I think it's going to be on this. Yup, here it is. Ash, I've hated you since officer training school. Son of a traitorous dog, acting like one of the elite. How dare you? Now I'll show you what a lowlife you really are. Come on then, Kane. I'll feast on your still beating heart. Yeah, big men shouting at each other from across the battlefield. It does, Mel. It definitely does. Oh, this guy's gonna heal Kane. No, is he gonna heal himself? Oh, he's gonna heal those... Okay. Chisel, there is some ambiguity as to whether Ash is in Vandal Hearts 2. The only time in Vandal Hearts 2 when you see anyone who might be Ash is at the very end of the game, only if you got the best ending, and only if you satisfied a bunch of other requirements, like actually unlocking and acquiring the Vandal Hearts sword. And if you do that, at the end of the game there's kind of a secret scene where the main character of Vandal Hearts 2, whose name is Joshua, goes to put the sword back, and a hologram, or what appears to be a hologram, of somebody wearing the Vandalier armor that Ash has on here, appears and says something to him about going to fight in a cause in the realm of infidels or something like that, and then the screen goes dark. So it's possible that the Vandalier that he sees at the end of the game is Ash, but nobody knows. It's never outright stated, never confirmed. Alright. Well... these mages are going to be a bit of a problem. Pretty much no bad. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna heal himself now. That bastard. How much? Oh, it's a full heal, okay. Sure is, Clint. Ain't it great? Alright, Eleni can pop a mage gem on Ash. And, okay, Ash has enough MP now. Alright, well, I've been assessing my options, and... Plasma Wave. What I would really like is to be able to get rid of those mages, but I'm not going to be able to do that as long as they keep healing each other. I can, however, force Kane to keep his head down. Oh, Clint, that's a good catch. Oh, and now he's standing on the bloody regeneration circle. Oh, dear! Rurikon! Hey, man, how you doing? My buddy Rui and Kegarin and everyone! How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for the raid, Rui! Just got done doing some Monster Hunter Generations, did ya? Welcome, everybody! Thank you all for joining me. Greetings, Ironbreakers. How is everybody doing? And how are you doing, Rui? You holding up okay? Oh no, Rui! I'm sorry to hear that. Did the hunts go okay otherwise? Did you get lots of good stuff? Okay, let's see, let me just make sure Kane's not about to die over here. Yeah, okay, no, he's not. Oh, welcome back, Mel. How's your fast food? Plasma Wave. Ah, nice, Rui. Did you just decide to take a break from World? Oh, I see, Kegarin. I see. Holy hell, Rui, you went pretty hard on that game, didn't you? I thought I went hard on Monster Hunter World. But you just went all the way through to the end, didn't you? Iceborne isn't out yet, is it? Rui, I could have sworn I remembered that that's still not out. September, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I was gonna say, there's no way you finished Iceborne by now. I gotcha. Jeez, Kegarin. Man, Rui, you are a powerhouse. Big ups. That's... To do everything there is to do in Monster Hunter World is kind of incredible. Oh, geez, Fennec. Well reloaded, but I can tell you for a fact, both Rui and I have probably done almost everything there is to do in Dark Souls by now as well. So, that wouldn't really solve the problem. Well, thank you again for the raid, Rui. And thank you, Iron Breakers, for dropping in. It's great to have you guys. This game, in case anybody hasn't heard of it, is an old PS1 classic called Vandal Hearts. And this is a game I played as a kid and thought that I would dig up relatively recently, just, you know, to give it one more run through and show it to people who might not have seen it yet. That's pretty high praise, Rui, coming from you. So you must really, really like Monster Hunter World. Mind you, I also really, really like Monster Hunter World. I don't think I've actually ever played a game quite like it, to be honest. And I'm definitely looking forward to Iceborne. I just happen to need a little bit more variety. Like, I went so hard on Monster Hunter World, I burned myself out for a while. I'll go back to it eventually, but... But boy, it is a fantastic game. Yeah, Chrono, and then Monster Hunter World came out, huh? Oh, I don't claim to be particularly good at it either, Charlie, but it's a ton of fun, especially when you get a bunch of friends together and go on hunts. Which is one of the nice things about streaming, is that if you've even got 4 or 5 people watching your stream, that's enough that you can go do some big hunts together and have some big fun. And Monster Hunter World is some big fun. Oh! Oh! Gutsy! Very gutsy indeed. He probably ran out of MP or he wouldn't have been using physical attacks. Hey, Torun! Man, Ash's animations... Oh, I remember what we're supposed to do here. We have to... This lowers the gate for some reason. Don't ask me why. Yeah, say so it is. That's one of the great things about Monster Hunter, especially Monster Hunter World, is that Monster Hunter World in particular is designed so that even if you don't have anybody to play it with, or if you just don't feel like waiting to get a group together, you can play it by yourself. Well, Clint, never mind the fact that you have to start a new character if you're switching platforms. Yeah, Charlie, Monster Hunter, and again, especially Monster Hunter World, it's designed really brilliantly, such that it's balanced well for playing by yourself and also with groups. They keep coming. Can nothing stop them? Oh, hello. It's not time to give up yet. You're Dolph's pet wizard, aren't you? Surrender to me your soul, and I will use my arts to transform you into a creature of the dark. I'll not take the coward's road. I thought you wanted Ash dead, no? Damn, very well, I grant you my soul. Boy, what a swerve. What a swerve on Kane's part. Hey, look, my integrity! Throws it over his shoulder and stomps on it. Ha, superb! In return, I grant you victory! Blah! Ha ha! Now you're just a mindless killing machine! Fool, he's abandoned humanity! I can't believe he went that far! Ash! 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 And now he gains the same ability that I've been spamming on him this whole time. Which is going to be somewhat problematic. And he's got a healing circle right next to him, so pretty much every turn he is going to spam this until I get near him. Oh, great, look. Oh no, whatever am I gonna do? Alright, actually... Ah, damn it, Huxley can't reach. Fine then. We will just use a life orb. And I guess we'll move these two up. Although Kane is going to want Ash. Gonna try and get my hands on whatever is under that manhole before he can reach him, but... Now you're gonna come down? No, you're not. Of course you're gonna cast Plasma Wave. Yeah, pretty much, Mel. Oh, sorry if I missed something, Kegarin. The Medieval remake in October. I never actually played the original, believe it or not, Kegarin. So I don't know if I'm going to pick up the remake. Even if I do, I'm going to wait to see what people say about it, whether it's actually good. Second remake, Clint? I didn't even know there was a first remake. Well, this guy's dead. Good job, idiot. Oh, okay, Clint. I gotcha. Alright, how far can he move? Plasma wave. There goes the mage and the other mage. What I really want to do is lure Kane down. One of these guys has to have a... Yeah, there we go. Holy H2O. That sounds horrendous, Clint. Okay, Kegarin, well, maybe you can be the first one to let me know how it is. Alright, come on, damn it. Ah, he is gonna come down. Okay. Right, I think Ash can move further than Kane. I think. Ah. Okay, just bare. They have the same move range then, so it's a good thing I did an in-battle save there. Thank you, Kegarin. I appreciate it. Well, no, Basil. I don't want to kill Kane yet, because there's a hidden item on a tile behind Kane that I want. I don't remember what it is. But until I get it, I need to keep him alive or the battle will end. And of course, now that I've closed in on him, he has decided to kindly stop spamming Plasma Wave. Yeah, okay, there we go. We're good. It's a shame you can't get any of his equipment except for the Caliburn. Yeah, Torun, as long as I stay one space away from him. Which doesn't matter now, because now... Yoink! Oh, a necklace. I think that might be something I'm supposed to sell, actually. Well, anyway. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to cast Perfect Guard. Which guarantees that I will block the next physical attack. And now we're gonna let them go at it. Finish it, Ash. Later, Kane. Yarg! Ash, I hate you. You've destroyed everything I love. I'll be waiting for you in the gates of hell. Yeah, blame Ash. And we got his sword. Hooray, I guess. He didn't have enough MP, Torun. And in order for him to recover enough MP to use it, he would have had to stand on that healing circle. It is, Basil, isn't it? Well, Kane's dead. And I love how we don't even so much as get a cutscene acknowledging it. We don't even get to see Ash teabag him. Welcome back, Red. You did, unfortunately. Oh, the hell with it. We'll load everyone up on healing items, because at this point in the game... You know, actually, we're gonna get Ash a life orb, because just in case he gets stuck without enough MP to actually use a life orb from his spell list. Alright, I don't really remember what that necklace does, but I think it's an attack item of some kind. Alright, actually... that can go to the depot. And we can give Diego, actually... We'll give Diego an iron boot. And we'll give Clint an iron boot. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And we'll give Ash another life orb, I guess. Move, shop. Whoops, not weapon. Item. And... oh, actually, we got Kane's sword, which we now need to equip on... Clint, but I think in order to do that, we have to... yeah. Alright, let's sell off the stuff we don't need. Oh, the necklace is worth a fair bit, huh? Okay. Now I think we're all set. Save... and now we can head to the next destination, which I think... Um... Oh, Cobalt Beach. Alright. What is this place? Son of a traitor! Who said that? You sold out our country! You and your father are the shame of this land! Stop! Stop it! Traitor! Traitor! You'll never be anything but a dirty lowlife. I hate you! I'll hate you for all eternity! Stop! Ash! Ash, what's wrong? Sorry about that. You okay? You don't look well. No, really, I'm fine. It's nearly time for us to link up our forces with Clive. Oh, look! Some Imperial dumbass chumps. First, we'll have to deal with those guys. It's the sword, Torun. Vandal Heart is supposed to have a consciousness of its own, and it's constantly vying for control over the soul of its wielder. And the explanation the game gives you is that if the wielder's soul is filled with doubt, which Ash kind of is, then the sword can begin to exert its sway over the wielder. Okay, let's see. Zoom in. I really wish the game would preserve your zoom settings. I don't think there are any hidden items here. I think it's just these chests. Oh! Well, that's handy. Alright, in that case, Diego can begin working his way. Actually, yeah, you know what? Alright, let's see what happens. It is red, isn't it? I think you might have missed that when we advanced Ash to the Vandalier class. Ah, we can. Aha. Later, loser. That's really all we need to do here. I do want to gather those last few chests, though. Oh, hang in there, Charlie. Good luck. Maybe try to catch it and let it outside if you can, rather than kill it. I'm probably too late. Oh no, bats! Whatever will I do? Oh, okay, Charlie. Fair enough. Traitor's son! Huh? Who said that? Alright, I'd probably better do an in-battle save before I start messing around with this, because I have a feeling, just an itsy-bitsy, teensy-weensy, yellow polka dot feeling, that if I cast Plasma Wave again, everyone else might die. Yes, Basil, it would, because he would still have Vandal Heart in his possession. Just not the reforged one. Okay, no, everyone did not insta-die. That works. Can I reach? No, I cannot. Not from there, at least. Hiya! Okay, now Diego can begin working his way over toward that other treasure chest. And we might just have to have Ash paralyze somebody, because... Nice. Yeah, pretty much, Ishida. Well... You just signed your death warrant, buddy. Look at these idiots just all clustering right up there. Even without Ash as a Vandalier, all you would need to do is cast Salamander a couple of times, and these morons are toast. Yeah, you very much can, Red. I'll hate you forever! Again, that voice, can't you hear it? Alright, Kira can move back. Ammon can move up next to the wall so that he does not get hit and then counter and kill somebody. Alright, what we are going to do here, if we possibly can, is we are going to spellbind one of these idiots right here. Oh, come on. Alright then. Might be able to... Ah, blast it. We can't. Well, whatever. Oh, he's gonna go for Ammon anyway. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it'll be fine. Yeah, look at that. That defense coupled with that agility. This guy, on the other hand, is toast. Maybe a little Mom did her best. Wow, that's quite a username. Oh, come on. Vandal Heart should have cut right through that guy's shield. Honestly, though, Mom did her best. Back in the generation when this game was released, the PS1 era, the long and elaborate casting animations were a positive thing because it showed off the game's graphical capability and the talent of the artists and animators that made it possible. Man, these guys are just all lining up to get chopped down. This is what I mean about Ash being able to solo an entire battle. Well, Kegarin, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. It's nice when later games in more modern generations of hardware and software gave players the ability to either skip casting animations or just turn them off. You sold out your country, traitor! Stop! Why won't you stop? Yeah, Mom did her best, but that was part of the, let's be honest, rather bad design of Final Fantasy VIII's summon system, among other things, which was that the boost mechanic enabled you to increase the amount of damage a summon would do, which was supposed to make them something more than just glorified, incredibly elaborate spells. The problem was, in order to boost a summon, you had to watch the full animation. So all anybody would ever do was use a turbo controller. Yeah, no, it didn't work very well, Ishida, because the summon animations just ended up being so long that people either wouldn't summon, or they would only summon the Guardian forces that didn't depend on boost, like Cerberus for double and triple, or Carbuncle for reflect. And so those didn't have really long animation. Or Doom Train, just for the defense zero effect, even though his did he did have a boost function. Yeah, Ishida, although... Well, Cactar and Tonberry were formulaic, Ishida, as was Diablos, and I think maybe a couple of the other ones, too. Well, all I can say, Kegarin, is I hope you enjoy it. I hope it turns out to be a decent remaster and not just a lazy, minimal effort port like what we've been getting on PSN for the past 10 years. In the case of the ones that did damage, Basil, it would increase the damage they dealt. There were some that didn't deal damage that would either give your party buffs or that did damage based on a formula rather than just on the boost and the Guardian Force's level. And those didn't have boost. They didn't have that ability. Kegarin, that's precisely why I expect they're not going to make a lot of effort on it. I suspect they're just going to take the original mastered version of FF8 and run it through some filters and slap it on PSN. Remember, Kegarin, this is exactly what happened with FF7 several years ago. This is exactly what happened with the PC version of FF7 when that was first announced. Well, Charlie, it's never too late. There are a lot of JRPGs out there that range from really very decent to actually pretty good. Well, Kegarin, it's always good not to get your expectations up too much because, you know, that just means you run the risk that they're going to get shattered. And looking at the so-called AAA industry today, oh, it's pretty likely that they're going to get shattered. Let's be real. I don't know, Ishida. I'm not sure I agree with it. There were a lot of terrible things about FF8, but it could have been a very good game had it not been held back by how stupidly some of its core critical mechanics were designed. If they had only gone with a regular skill system and a regular level up system in FF8, it would have gone a whole hell of a long way toward making it a genuinely good game with very few major problems, just by changing those things alone. Well, Charlie, I'll tell you what I've learned over the years, and it's something I still have to remind myself sometimes, because it's very easy to take a look at a game and say, I'm not interested, or I don't think I'd like it. But what I've discovered is that sometimes even a game I don't think I'll like, if I give it a try and go in with no expectations, every now and then those games will turn out to actually be games that I enjoy. Well, Charlie, they are. The AAA industry is pretty bad. The thing is, the most recent Devil May Cry and God of War games, Devil May Cry 5 and the new God of War, where Kratos becomes angry dad, those games were fantastic. Say what you want about the problems that their predecessors had, because some of them did have some serious problems, some of the earlier games in those franchises, but those particular installments were just excellent. Like, they were incredible. And I had never played a God of War game until the new God of War came out, because the franchise never interested me. You know, I knew what it was. I'd seen some videos and watched some Let's Plays of it. But it wasn't until the new God of War game came out and I saw that people were... Because I kind of kept an eye on it. I do pay attention to the industry because I kind of have to so that I know what's going on. When I found out about the new God of War game, I thought, okay, well, I'll at least do some research on it so I know what it is. And the more research I did, the more interested in it I became. Rather. And so the more interested in it I became, the more I went to, watch some footage of the early parts of the game and read interviews and development information and that kind of thing, until I eventually decided, all right, I think I'm interested enough to give this a shot. And it definitely sounds like the team that worked on it has good direction and they know what they're trying to achieve, and they're talented, and they're not mired with red tape. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. And so I bought the game, and I gave it a shot, and I really enjoyed it, to the extent that I played through it twice. And even having never played a God of War game prior to that, I would recommend the new God of War to pretty much anybody. Oh, Holy H2O, okay. Hello, Nox, welcome. I watched an entire LP of DMC5, Clint. Well, Clint, it just happened to be that God of War came out first. The new one did. So I didn't really have a choice in the order in which I experienced them. Basil, I don't know that I would go that far. There are still tons of AAA companies that are horrendous, that are absolute scum. However, there are a few developers which appear not to have their heads completely up their own asses as far as taking advantage of their customers is concerned. And it seems that Capcom has become one of them. Capcom is now 3 for 3 on DMC5, Resident Evil Remake, and Monster Hunter World. Gary, it's not that simple. There are good developers all around the world. It's not that one region is bad and all the others are good. Don't look at it in black and white like that, Gary. Because then you're just going to get an inaccurate idea of the big picture. There are a few good AAA developers scattered around the world, but they're all over the place. I mean, look at CD Projekt. They're in Poland, and they've been doing fantastic things with The Witcher 3, and obviously we haven't had a chance to get hands-on with Cyberpunk yet, but I would cautiously postulate that Cyberpunk 2077 is looking really good, assuming it actually turns out to be what they've told us it is. It just seems to be that, globally speaking, on a worldwide scale, the number of scumbag AAA developers appears to outnumber the reputable ones that still have some modicum of their integrity intact. Ah, Guerrilla Games, Charlie. Yes, we can talk about Guerrilla Games. I like those guys a lot. I actually had the opportunity to work directly with them on the official strategy guide for Horizon Zero Dawn. We were in regular contact with them, in fact. And actually, Charlie, the machine designer for Horizon Zero Dawn, a guy named Dennis Zopfi, periodically drops by my streams to say hi every now and then. The Guerrilla guys are all really nice. They're all very talented, they do great work, and I have nothing but respect for them. Yeah, they did a great job, Charlie. Refresh my memory, Charlie. Did you say you've played Horizon Zero Dawn already? Or are you the one who told me the other day that you own it, but you haven't actually played it yet? I don't think it was you who told me that. I think it was someone else, but... Well, Clint, for the same reason that so many people run defense for the sports games that EA keeps pumping out every year, that are literally just the same game with a few different skins and updated team names and rosters, that still cost full price for premium games. Not to mention that actually have, you know, all that DLC and microtransactions and whatnot. I see, Clint. Oh, okay, Charlie, gotcha. Right, the doctor, of course. How could I forget? I guess that could be, Clint. Oh, that sucks, Sugar Crow. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, Sugar Crow, maybe with a little bit of luck, you'll be able to start again sometime. Maybe you'll feel the motivation to pick it back up. Because it's a great game. It's well worth finishing. And I can tell you, from what I learned behind the scenes, that they put a ton of time and love into the character designs and the writing, especially for Horizon Zero Dawn. Aloy more than any other. They actually, when we interviewed them for the guide, they told us that, I think it was Herman Hulst, the head of Guerrilla, told us in his interview that they actually had some fairly heated arguments over Aloy's design because they were all so passionate about it, and each of them felt that a particular design best captured her. I don't know, Mel. I don't know. You'd have to check the official website. Well, Clint, for the most part, that's true. but actually there's one set of attire for her. I think it's the final Shadow Karja outfit that almost has a helmet. It almost has a... It's like a 3/4 face mask that covers everything to just about the middle of her head. So it's not totally protective, but I think it's the closest that game has. That's a good point, Sugar Crow. Yeah, Clint, but it also kind of, if I remember correctly anyway, I think it goes back to about her ears. And I believe it has some protective plates above the ears as well. So, I mean, yeah, it's probably not going to stop a spear. Never mind, like, mortar fire from a machine or something, but... Alright, I've gotten sidetracked again. I think... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Well, there weren't that many enemies in that battle at all. I can appreciate that dilemma, Red. I know it's overwhelming and difficult to want to pick up a game that long, knowing that you've only got maybe an hour or two a day to play it. But think of it this way, Red. By the time your daughter is grown enough that she doesn't need constant supervision, and that you've got a little bit of time to yourself, you'll have a backlog of games long enough to last you for the entire rest of your retirement. Ash, are you really all right? Traitor, renegade, turncoat, you big jerk. I love that you big jerk is the one that drives him over the edge. Someone stop these voices in my head! Uh-oh. Ash, what is it? Help me! Yeah! Eleni, get away from there! Do not call me a traitor! What? What's going on? Vandalheart is vying to control Ash's soul. His trauma from being called a traitor as a boy is emerging. What can we do? All of you! Die! 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 Stop! Stop it, Ash! Clive, look out! Blah! Well, Clive's dead. You should, Red. Save them for a time when you can spare the time to properly play them. What? What have I wrought? Please, Clive, please don't die. It's better this way, Ash. What? I'll never forget that fateful day 18 years ago. Now this, the plot twist with Eleni was kind of stupid. This could either be called even more stupid or actually kind of a genuine zinger. So this is Ash's father, Aldor, which is basically just Ash with a different haircut. Aris, I'll cover you. Go out the back. No, Aldor, I won't forsake you. Aris the Sage looks awfully familiar, doesn't he? Aldor Lambert, surrender the traitor Aris. Stop it, Clive, you've been deceived. Don't interfere or you'll be hurt too. Listen to me, Clive. This is part of a plan to ensnare Aris the Sage. I'll listen no more. Put up your sword. I didn't want to fight, but I have no choice. Have at you. That stock scream. So Clive killed Ash's father. I found out later that Aldor spoke the truth. They were just using me to sabotage the new government. After I discovered the truth, I tried to make a public announcement, but the person that deceived me had already been killed in the war. I said nothing for fear of derailing the peace process, and so the truth has not been spoken until this day. Ash, you our father was no traitor. You our father. I have a feeling it was one person who did all of the English text for this game, because the same mistakes keep showing up repeatedly. Ash, believe in yourself and do the right thing. Ugh. Clive! We may yet save him. Let's return to town. Red, were you here for Kansas? I don't think you were you? There's a line that Ash delivers earlier in the game when he and a few of the other party members get sucked into a dimensional rift. Where, when they pop out of the rift in kind of a dimensional interstice, Ash goes, and I kid you not, word for word, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Here you are, Ash. Clive will be fine. Boy, what an emotional roller coaster the past 30 seconds were. Thank the gods, I was so worried. But I nearly killed him. I'm in no condition to keep fighting. What are you talking about, Ash? You owned the hell out of him. We need to put you right at the front. I can never forgive myself. Listen to me, Ash. Your father, Clive, everyone was fighting for a better tomorrow. You must continue the good fight that your father died for. At Clive's hands. They sure did a great job, didn't they? Eleni. It's your turn now, Ash. You mustn't use guilt as an excuse to avoid responsibility. That's funny. Isn't that what we told Erosius? Just before the Crimson Guard chopped him down? You're right, Eleni. It's just as you say. I've been selfish for too long. It's time to do my duty. Complete your father's dying wish. My father's dying wish. That's the same ocarina from before. Oh, you were here for that, Red. Yes, it's a memento from my father. All those years I hated him, but I just couldn't throw it away. I guess all those years part of me never stopped believing in him. Ash. We're finally near the end of all this madness. Come on, let's go. Actually, I think we might be near the final battle. So we'll just put this here. That's correct, Erevan. The song is well, it's the primary leitmotif in the entire soundtrack for this game. It appears in some form in several of the battle themes and quite a lot of the event music. Oh, welcome back, Shermo. I think, actually, Capital Shemeria is the location of the final battle, so we should... Blah! Blah! Oh, look! It's the Crimson Guard getting their just desserts. Monsters attacking Imperial soldiers? Help! Help us! Tell us what's going on here. Counselor Dolph took the Flames of Judgment and holed himself up in the Great Temple 3 days ago. He said something about a magic ceremony to destroy the rebel army. After that, powerful monsters appeared and nearly wiped us out. This country is finished. Bye, I guess. What's going on at the Great Temple? I think I know what happened. A powerful negative force is wielding the flames, and the resultant dark energy has created a vortex to some dark and evil dimension, I think. Exactly! Oh, there he is. Zeno, is this what you wanted all along? My heart has ever yearned to know. To what heady heights a man may climb, have he but the will and the power. Teacher, I'll not allow you to stop me from my dream. Nivena, greetings and thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Nivena and raiders. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate that. Greetings and welcome. I suspect... I am alright, thanks, Nivena. How about yourself? Oh, thank you, Nivena. I really appreciate it. You didn't need to do that, but I'm very grateful to you. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I was going to say, Nivena, I suspect I remember you from Charlie's stream. Oh, excellent! I'm glad you had a good stream of Dark Souls. Now you get to relax and let somebody else do the driving. So welcome again to Nivena and those who came in with the raid. I guess, Nivena, since Charlie's already introduced you to me, it would be redundant for me to introduce myself, but suffice it to say that my name is Franz, also known sometimes as a German spy, and I'm very grateful for your support. Thank you. Oh, another Mojo robe. Okay. Unsensory T. Why do I get the impression there's a story behind that username? Well, welcome all the same, Unsensory T. I really appreciate your stopping by. Did you just happen to randomly find the channel through a search? Or did you go out of your way to see who was streaming Vandal Hearts? Purely out of curiosity. Yeah, Red, mine has gotten cold already. Oh, no kidding, Unsensory T. Well, thank you for stopping back in. I'm glad to have you. Alright, we got one item already, which was nice and convenient. Right, and then there's the manhole over by Xeno. Is there anything else? Doesn't look like there is. I think it's just that last manhole. And then there's this. I swear this game predicted Star Wars Episode 1. Because these Mega Guards dual-wield double-bladed lightsabers. And then there were the regular Guardians earlier on that had regular lightsabers. I don't know. I don't know, it was just uncanny. Let's put it that way. Oh look, it's Bahamut! Nivena, Vandal Hearts is... Well, this particular Vandal Hearts, it's the first one. There were 3 of them actually made. One of them much more recently than the first 2. But this game was released in 1996 in Japan? Or no, maybe it was 1996. I think it was 1996 in the West, and it might even have been 1995 in Japan. But it came out a year before Final Fantasy Tactics, and as you can see, it is a tactical, isometric Japanese role-playing game. There we go. Yeah, Nivena, it was a long time ago, and it doesn't do much to help me feel any less old, because when this game came out, I was already, what, 11, I think? 12, maybe? Well, it's definitely a lot simpler than Tactics on Sensory T, and more limited in terms of its content, because there are no random battles. Every battle is fixed. And the only battles that you can repeat at all are the trial battles, which you get nothing from. And having to repeat a trial battle means that you messed it up. Okay, Denim, I can never quite remember which was which, but you get the idea. Konami published this, Shermo. It isn't even Vandal Hearts 3, Fennec. It's called Vandal Hearts Flames of Judgment. It's actually supposed to be a prequel to the first 2 games. And yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I think since we're probably going to be finishing the game up here in another 20-30 minutes, I would guess. We're going to be done with it a lot sooner than I expected we were. Maybe when I'm done with this, I'll fire up Flames of Judgment and show you guys, for a direct comparison, how bad it was. I do too on Sensory T, and being able to play through this game again now after all these years is a nice little trip down memory lane for me, and for quite a few others as well, it seems. I've been incredibly surprised by how many people recognize this game. Yeah, that one, Mel. For a little bit of perspective, Denim, in order to appreciate a really delicious food, you also have to have experienced really terrible food. Which is why, if you're going to get the most out of eating at a fancy restaurant, it behooves you to have had a meal at McDonald's at least once in your life. I'm still trying to decide, Charlie. I've got a few ideas. But I haven't... Let us say the voices in my head have not yet reached a consensus. I wouldn't go that far, Mel. We've reached the end game at long last. We must win, even if it means our deaths. You're wrong, Ammon. We fight to live. If we die, what good is our victory? Ammon, you have another good reason to live, too. You've got to get me preggers or something. Hey, is that a promise? Not a promise. Call it an incentive. Dear God, Ovan, it's that expensive? Although, Ovan, even as you say that, you're not the first person to have told me something along those lines. I had a friend from Australia years ago who I guess went to Bali on vacation. And she told me at one point that in Bali, McDonald's is the kind of place that you dress up in a collar shirt and save up your money to go eat there on a Sunday. Which is a bizarre concept to me, but apparently in Bali, that's how they treat it. But Charlie, it isn't any fancier in Bali. It's the same McDonald's. It's the same food. It's just that for whatever reason in Bali, they just... I don't know, they just worship McDonald's for some reason or something. I have no idea what the rationale is behind it, but... Although, I say that, but I suspect probably it's just because it's considered exotic there. Like, oh, this is a rare, unusual foreign food. You know? So that would be my guess. Apparently not, Wingless Monkey, no. Because in order to be able to eat at a famous, well-known American fast food restaurant like that, people in distant countries will pay through the nose. Yeah, Charlie, it isn't any fancier. Although, Charlie, I will tell you from personal experience, I have been to McDonald's in Japan, and the Japanese McDonald's, at the very least, seems to have slightly higher quality than McDonald's in the West. Not to mention, they have a lot of unique items that you can only find at McDonald's in Japan. They've got the squid ink burger, of course, which everyone knows about. But you can also get things like a kalbi burger at Japanese McDonald's. And they have some other interesting stuff there as well. It's definitely worth checking out when you have the opportunity to go to Japan. Yeah, Clint, that's true. Yeah, small wonder, Gary. Small wonder. Because they were all starving. Granted, there are plenty of people in America today who are starving too, so... It's not just communism's fault. Really, Podlesh? No, not Kobe beef, Kuyamo. Not at McDonald's. But, kalbi, yes. Yeah, that sounds about right, Clint. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not going to be very helpful. Ah, damn it, and we can't reach him either. Alright. We should at least be able to hit that, Hell Knight over there. Yeah, we can. Okay. Yeah, Wingless, well... That's a hard lesson. Isn't it? Yeah, funny how that works, isn't it, Clint? Funny and maybe a little sad, I suppose. Kuyamo, if you're gonna get a burger made with Kobe beef, you're better off getting it someplace other than McDonald's. I mean, that's kind of backward approach, isn't it? Oh, I want Kobe beef. Let me go to one of the most unhealthy fast food restaurants in the world. That'll fix my fix. Yeah, you know what? Oh, there he goes. Xeno does not care about Plasma Wave. Not one bit. Hopefully, Xeno will try to use a spell because... There we go. Well, Ishida, you have to take a moment to think, though, about the fact that, from some people's perspective, that's the only way they know of to get a burger. There are people who simply can't afford to eat burgers anywhere other than McDonald's. You know, people who are in such crushing poverty that maybe that's the one luxury they can afford, is a shitty McDonald's burger. And for those people, it's a matter of perspective. Yeah, Unsensory T, by completing the Trials of Taroa. And also by using a specific battle during the second chapter to grind enough experience to get at least one party member to max level. That's true, Ishida. I really hope Xeno decides to use a spell and not a physical attack. I really hope he doesn't get himself killed. Ovan, I don't know how it is in Brazil, but in countries like America, even halfway decent regular food can be extremely expensive. Food that's actually verifiably of good quality, even more so. Which is why there are people in America who have to live on fast food. Jesus. Well, Diego's probably dead. Yeah, he's probably dead. Damn it! Kira, if we survive this war... What? I couldn't hear you. Nothing. I said be careful. Yeah, you too. They don't, Sugar Crow? What changed? Did they finally figure out they were being bamboozled? Well, now Dolan is going to have to get that item. Okay, so Xeno can cast Explosion 2 more times. Which means I'm going to have to kill him. I'm going to have to not kill him for 2 more turns. Oh, okay, Sugar Crow. Maybe just because it's new. Alright, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's try something we haven't had a chance to use yet. Well, that would hit Xeno. Never mind. Alright, well, this'll do it. Whatever. I would beg to differ, Flamingo Jazz. I'm personally acquainted with families that are on SNAP or food stamps, and that can still barely feed themselves. Just by shopping at a grocery store. And it doesn't help that food stamps and those kinds of benefits can only be used at certain places for certain things. So if you're one of the people in that position, it's even harder to eat anything healthy. They are on Sensory T. These majors are quite inconveniently positioned. And I keep forgetting that at this point in the game, spells are actually doing substantial amounts of damage to party members now. Sheesh. Damn it. One space too far. Alright, well... at the very least, we can start mopping up the... That doesn't help either, Wingless. Yeah, I plan to, Ishida, but one thing at a time. That freaking mage. Alright. And I can't reach. Ah, no, I can't. Blast it. Can Kira reach? No, she can't either. Oh, okay. Well... there we go. Has it only been 3.5 hours, Sugarcrow? It somehow feels like a lot longer than that. But my timer does indeed say 3.5 hours. Oh, joy. Another level up for me. This bastard right here. Ovan, that's not magic, it's a healing item. The healing item, Holy H2O, basically fully restores the health of every party member still on the field. Alright, this dark mage here has been a thorn in my side for long enough. Get out of here. And now we can finally... grab this. Oh, and it's just another golden axe. Great. Hello, Aroda-san. Welcome. Alright, well, Ash can just finish off Xeno. Later. Yow! You have slain me. I guess I'm dead. Oops. Not big surprise. No problem, Aroda-san. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, and we lose money for having a party member KO'd, but at this point, I'm not going to go back and redo that battle, because we're pretty much at the end of the game, and we have nothing to gain. Xeno was a man very much like other men. Mankind has ever had an insatiable desire for knowledge and truth. But not everyone kills for that desire. Well, anyway, we still gotta deal with Dolph. Are we ready to attack as we are, Ash? No. Not yet. We need to resupply first. Hello, Future Kaze. Welcome. I am doing alright, thanks. Hanging in. A little bit annoyed, honestly. Not with any of you, but with me. You ever have one of those days, Future Kaze, where no matter how hard you try to be well-mannered in polite company, everything out of your mouth manages to sound patronizing or condescending somehow? I've kind of had one of those days. But other than that, I'm doing alright, thanks. How about you? Alright, back to Glasgow City. I don't think we're going to need all that much. Well, Flamingo Jazz, I think some people are more cognizant of it than others and make more effort to avoid doing it. And it's not my habit, it's definitely something I try very hard not to do, but I don't know, for whatever reason, every once in a while, my social skills just decide to take a vacation on me. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Weapon, because that gold... Oh, yeah, and I have to give this axe to Grog. Which I forgot to do. Oh, and we got Zeno's wand as well. I forgot about that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the solidarity. It's not a huge deal. It's just one of those things that I walk away from kicking myself and going, oh, come on, you knew better than that. Alright, Mojo Robe we can sell... Wow! How did I end up with another 117,000 gold again? That was fast. You could say that, Ixolithal, yes. Ixolithal, if you're going to ask me about Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, I already played it. And, well, no, you were here for that, Ixolithal. What am I talking about? I'm preaching to the choir. You already know. Yeah, Denim, you're talking about the first 25 years of my life. Yes. I've considered it, and I've been there, and it sucks. Well, thanks, Flamingo Jazz. I appreciate that. That's kind of you to say. But even the best and most articulate speakers have their off days sometimes. I wish it weren't the case, but... Honestly, Sugar Crow, I kind of think that might just be dads in general. Especially when they get to the age where it's easy for them to sit on the couch in front of the TV and look out the window and see all kinds of things to complain about. I know my dad's that way. Well, Flamingo Jazz, without getting into too much detail, let it suffice us to say that... Well, first of all, I had to make a little bit more effort to learn English than everybody around me, because I was not born in America. I only moved to America when I was about 4, and so I basically had to switch over from German to English, and at the age of 4, having to start learning English from square one was... it put me at a bit of a disadvantage, for one thing, and for another... I was very lucky that my mother was diligent to the point of being obsessive about reading to me in English. I wasn't so fortunate that none of my family members were willing to speak to me or read to me in any language other than English. Well, I shouldn't say that. My mother read me a few books in French when I was a kid, but I never retained any of it because she wasn't fluent in it, and I had nobody to speak it with. So all I actually came away from that with was English. But I learned to love reading, and I suppose it's probably also true that my natural abilities lean very heavily toward language, and very heavily away from math. I've always been terrible at anything but basic arithmetic, but the combination of all of those factors resulted in me reading tons, and absolute tons, as a kid. Far more than anyone else in my class, even the more avid readers among them. To the extent that by the age of 7 or 8, I was reading dictionaries and encyclopedias purely to learn new words and to learn what they meant. So I owe most of that, or I owe my current ability to articulate myself mostly to those things. And then, as I got older, I just ended up getting more and more practice. I took a couple of public speaking courses in college. Let's see. I worked for quite a long time at an organization where public speaking was part of my job. And that helped. Oh, that's fairly interesting, Clint. I don't often hear about people who just go from one to the other. But in any case, Flaming Jazz, that's basically my story. And with regards to social skills, let us just say that I had a lot of very good help for a very long time. And I had a few very important key influences as I was growing up that made tremendous contributions toward that aspect of my growth as a person. And never mind any of that, I've just always valued the quality of my relationships with others. So I try my very best to... I mean, I know it's a terrible cliche, but to treat others as I would have them treat me, or if they make it clear that they don't intend to treat me as I would have them treat me, then I would rather simply not interact with them than go out of my way to seek an unnecessary conflict. Oh, that was kind of him, Sugar Crow. Kind of a shit idea, Wingless. Kind of. Yeah, no problem, Flamingo Jazz. I don't generally mind answering those kinds of questions. At least as long as they're relevant. Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing. This is something that I don't think any amount of practice or training is going to cure me of. I get so horribly distracted and sidetracked. What do we need to get rid of? We need to get rid of that, that. Oh, you know, and we can get rid of those. I think we've only got one more battle left, actually, so we might as well just go all in on the healing items. Eleni can have a Holy H2O and the Life Orb. Not that she's going to have time to even use the Life Orb. Denim, it's not just you. Life does that to almost everybody. Oh, okay, well, everyone else already has stuff. Alright, then. Well... the Empire is finished. Emperor Hell's Death was... oh, okay, we've already gotten this dialogue. Alright, then. We can leave town. Alright, and off we go to the final battle, I guess. I did, Ixolithal. Well, if by P5 you mean Persona 5, then yes. Impressive. I greatly underestimated you. Dolph, what are you planning? If this continues, everyone in Ishtaria will wind up dead. Do you want to be the ruler of a kingdom of ghosts? Ho ho! You completely misunderstand me. It is neither power nor glory that I seek. It is revenge for the death of my father, Eris, that I seek. Oh, Clive, you messed up so badly. You ruined Ash's life, and you created the villain of this entire game. Eris the Sage? The greatest hero of Ishtaria was your father? What's going on with his hand, Mel Brooks, is that originally, Dolph had, he was supposed to be equipped with a sword. But for whatever reason, the sword was cut from his model. It still exists in the game data, but he no longer uses it, even though his character model uses a stance where he was supposed to have it. So, I believe what happened was that they just replaced his sword arm with a random different arm that they stuck on his sprite that just kind of sticks out there looking really weird. It's longer than his leg, for God's sake. Yeah, he's a Yarnamite. Exactly, Clint. Father was the greatest patriot of our history, but he was used up and thrown away like a lump of coal. His place in history was forgotten, even as the people enjoyed the prosperity that was hard-won with his blood. I vowed I would take revenge on those people who forgot him. It was then that I met Zeno and learned of the flames of judgment. Fool! To use such power for petty revenge! You would destroy the world to settle your own puny debts? Your words move me not. This unclean world can only be cleansed with fire. You're wrong. Though this world may be wicked, life itself is precious. Good and evil, love and hate, each man contains the potential for both. You would exterminate mankind for their sins? I would fight the gods themselves to save them. Sanctimonious whelp! How many souls have you yourself released from their corporeal bondage? Dude, they were undead, bats, golems, and monsters. And also jerks wearing crimson armor. Well then, why don't you see if you can stop me? We all need to stop looking at that arm, Sugar Crow. Alright, well... guess what we're gonna do? Well, we're gonna have to kill him regardless, Sugar Crow. Good guess, Clint. Nobody expects Big Zam. In fairness, though, you only have access to Plasma Wave, potentially, for the last few battles of the final chapter of the game. Which I think is reasonable. At least it's not something that you can get in Chapter 1 and then just use to raffle stomp the entire rest of the game. It's a fine move, Hex Maniac. In fact, it's mighty fine. That's his ultimate hidden class, Hex Maniac, Vandalier. Hey, I wonder what would happen if we were to just have a couple of mages wander up and do this. Hey, I wonder what would happen if we were to do that again. Darn right, Mel Brooks. Biggie and Tupac are looking down from heaven with pride. No, not at all, Yami. What are you talking about? Oh, Mulgera, or whatever it happens to be called in each particular game? Say so? Yeah. Yeah, he does get around. I wonder what would happen if we were to apply a little bit of holy pressure. Also, hello, Yami. Welcome. What if we were to take out those dumb archers before they had a chance to become a problem? Thin the ranks a little, as it were. Matter of fact, what if we were to thin the ranks even more? I think we can. Yes, we can! Yeah, that's fine. Aha! Nice! Beautiful! Flawless victory. Well, no, actually not, because we're gonna get hit no matter what, but... But since they have to cast this on a mage, it's going to do a paltry amount of damage anyway. Yeah, Clint! I can't even argue with that. Try it, loser. See what happens. Bye! It does look that way, Mel. This could be a problem, though. Ah-ha! Nice. Beautiful. No, she's not, Erevan. We got this. We absolutely, 100% got this. Yeah, the bonking stick and the blocking stick, Hex. Sure I did, Erevan. And honestly, even if she hadn't blocked, the attack from the archer probably still only would have done 40 or 50 damage. She would have survived. Yummy, because there is one battle early in the game where the battle doesn't end even once all the enemies die. It only ends when you get everyone on the map to the opposite side of the map. And there are some healing circles in that battle that infinitely restored your MP. So you can just spam buffs on each other and gain infinite experience from spamming buffs. And then, when you've leveled one character up to max, you can have every other character use an MP refilling item on that character, and they will instantly jump to 3 levels below the max level character. Because that's the way the game system is designed in order to keep things balanced. Or in order to make sure that one party member's level doesn't fall drastically behind the others. That's correct, Hexmaniac, yes. No, Yami, why should I? Yami, the devs for this game are probably not paying attention to how I'm playing it. If we're gonna be totally real. All right. Well, honestly, Ovan, you say that, but I tell you what, there is no worse feeling than finishing your game, having it get to retail in a period of time where you can't patch it, during the 90s when this game came out, and then realizing, oh no, there's a bug in it that we missed that makes the game trivially easy. Or even worse, that makes it unplayable. Yeah, Denim, Sakurai, probably more than anything else, weeps when he sees the list of banned stages for Smash. No fun allowed. Fool, let's see how you handle this. Oh, look. Oh, look, he turned into a Dark Angel or something, I guess. Interesting equipment he has, though. Looks like they didn't have room for the other L in Valhalla as well. Cool sword he's got, too, but it's a shame it's kind of trash. Alright. Hopefully this will kill these mages. Yeah, he is, Clint. We gotta bust those saints. Alright, well... Oh, yeah, he's just gonna use his spell. Alright, fine, whatever. Everybody's either a mage or a vandalier. You're not gonna do crap with this, idiot. Oh no! 25 damage! So the deal is, in this game, mages are, as you might expect, fairly resistant to magic. In fact, highly resistant to magic. They have very high magic defense, and so they laugh when somebody casts a spell on them. You know who's not going to be laughing, though? Dolph.